A backache is something that's almost guaranteed because of the amount of strain we put on it on a daily basis without even realizing it. And since unfortunately we can't walk around with a back brace permanently saddled to our backs because that would be weird, we have got some really good stretches that relieve back pain as well as some great exercises to help strengthen your back muscles altogether. So are you ready? Let's bring sexy back. So the first stretch is called the T stretch. Now it's called this because you literally look like the alphabet T while you're doing this. Get on your back and you have to spread both your arms outward at each side. So this is what necessarily forms the T shape. Next, roll up your knees to your chest and you're going to roll over to this side. Hold this position for about 1 or 2 minutes and stay in this position for that much time. You'll know it's working because you can actually feel the stretch in your back. So that's 1. And when you're done here, roll on to the other side and again hold it for another minute or 2. Now this next stretch is called the twist. Now while you're doing this, please be extremely careful because you're trying to help yourself with these, not injure yourself further. So you need to do this very slowly. So now as the name suggests, you're going to be twisting to each side. So you're going to get your hands up and twist first to this side. Take it as far back as you can possibly reach without straining your back too much. And you'll actually feel the stretch in your upper back. All your muscles will be getting stretched out. Hold this for as long as you need to or until your back starts feeling better. Now this stretch that we're about to do is called the Sphinx because you actually look like the Egyptian monument while you're at it. So what you have to do is obviously get on your stomach and you're going to prop yourself up on your elbows and make sure that your elbows are directly in line with your shoulders. And then you're going to stretch back as further back as you can without actually lifting off your elbows. Don't lift your arms off the mat when you're doing this. So you can hold that for a minute or 2. What this does is it stimulates the blood flow in your lower back, and what that does is that it soothes all of your sore muscles. Now we're going to move on to do some exercises to actually strengthen your back to prevent it from aching in the first place. So the first one we're going to do is called Superman. This is because you actually look like you're majestically flying through the air and the only thing that's missing is probably the red cape and the fact that you don't wear your underwear over your pants. So for Superman, you're going to raise your arms and feet both over the floor to this height. And you're going to stay in that position for at least 10 to 15 seconds or however long you're capable of holding it for. So what Superman does is it actually builds and strengthens the muscles in your lower back and hence it increases flexibility. So upward facing dog is a lot like the Sphinx. It's just a little bit different, but you're going to get into the same position. But instead of going on your elbows like you did for the Sphinx, you're going to put your palms against the mat. And you're going to lift your thighs off the floor and your pelvic area and only your feet need to be touching the floor. And then you're going to stretch backwards. So hold that position for 10 to 15 seconds and you're all set. So if you find that you're feeling any stress in the area, don't worry about it, because these tips have more than got your back.